Yeah, really disappointed. Knew this was going to be a tough game. Any newly promoted team that comes up will always start with an energy and an enthusiasm and an intensity, especially when you factor in the fans in this environment. So I knew it was going to be a difficult game. With the ball in the first half, weren't at our best, and that's probably fair to say. Didn't play with enough control, and our decision making at times wasn't spot on. I felt the second half we controlled a lot of it. We started to show a lot of personality in how we played with the ball, causing problems, dams between the lines, runners beyond, cross. Obviously we've worked on coming into the game, and Thiago gets his goal from that. And then obviously the way the decisions go and the key moments in the game, set pieces are always a prevalent part of the game, as we know, especially our game. Key moments, key decisions, and ultimately the last goal was a bit one to swallow.
Obviously there'll be plenty of disappointed players in there, but people will talk about the penalties. Obviously Kev, Rico, how are they feeling, and what are your thoughts on those situations?
Yeah, listen, we've just debriefed very quickly. Bitterly disappointed, everybody. I think with Kev, Brian obviously was the penalty taker since Ivan left the building, and it's something we've been conscious of for a while. We've been practicing a lot in training. It can happen, so listen, I don't put any blame with Kevin. He's been outstanding since the day we've walked back in pre-season. And then for Rico, yeah, I haven't seen that one back from the angle that I needed to see it back. For me, their tackle on Nathan was rugby-like. There was one in the first half very similar. I felt with Rico's there was body contact. Was it enough to give a penalty? I'm really not so sure.
What do you say to the team after a result like that? What's the team talk looking like? Because obviously, as you said, everyone's going to be disappointed in that.
Yeah, what I said to them was very simple, really. I always felt he would have to manage the games within the game here, and there was always going to be momentum shifts. Touch on the crowd, they probably thought I was a little bit deluded, some of the players, in terms of coming to an environment like this and what it would feel like and how you would have to navigate that. Didn't think we did that amazingly in a couple of the key moments, but in the main we did it pretty well, even though with the ball I still want a little bit more from us. But ultimately what I've ended by saying is it's been a really difficult pre-season for everybody concerned. I think you need to be understanding of that, and I would have said this, win, lose or draw, regardless of what performance we put out there. I really understand the landscape of our football club and the amount of changes that have been made. Staff, players, and the players and the staff, everybody that's been here today has been absolutely committed to what we're doing. And I said something similar after we played Bournemouth as well. If you're all rowing in the same direction, you can achieve so much. So I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of the group. I'm proud of the football club in terms of making our own way in our next chapter.
A lot of the players obviously going away on international duty now and a bit of a break from each other. How do we ensure that the confidence still stays high and they stay positive when they come back, and make sure we hit the ground running again for the next game?
I don't envisage a problem with that. I think we're a very resilient group. We are a courageous group of individuals, I think, that want to strive, want to achieve things. Football is what it is. It's about results, it's about performances, it's about the players. Naturally, time is a healer. So I don't see that being an issue as we approach.